Hello everyone, very good evening and welcome to the BYJU'S Exam Prep. Let me know that sound quality, picture quality, everything is fine. First of all, inform me that sound quality, picture quality, everything is fine. If yes, then my dear friends, this session is very important because now we are going to discuss, that is strategy followed by what? Toppers. Okay Parth, how are you? Very good evening. Now how the toppers approaches the GATE exam. Now we have around 3 months for GATE 2023 or less than 3 months. Now it is 11th November, right? 10th and 11th November. Now, so what should be the approach for GATE exam and how we can get the good rank in GATE 2023? That is very important, right? So, very good evening. Now, this is a very important session for you. Watch till end and first of all, subscribe our channel, right? And share the link of this session. This is my introduction. Myself Sanjay Rathi. I am having around 21 plus years of teaching experience. Or in this session, I will share my experience with you because already I have qualified and selected for engineering services exam that is conducted by UPSC. Again, it is a national level exam and these are my ranks: AIR 16 in ESE 2005 and AIR 21 in ESE 2008. And I have mentored more than 1 lakh students for these competitive exams. And these are my area. Okay, so that is my small introduction. So what should be your approach so that we are going to get the good rank in GATE 2023. In this session, I will give you the difference between cutoff marks and marks achieved by toppers. So what is the difference? That is the huge difference between cutoff marks and marks of toppers. Okay, then I will explain the strategy followed by toppers, right? That is important information for you as well as golden opportunity for you. Take a step towards success in GATE. Get up to 90% scholarship on preparation programs. 12th November 8 PM. Register here and that is the scholarship test. Okay. तो जो आपके जूनियर्स हैं या जो भी आपके फ्रेंड्स हैं जिन्होंने ज्वाइन नहीं किया है उन्हें इन्फॉर्म कर दीजिए. That is a scholarship test for you. Okay. Then now my dear friends, important dates, right, for GATE 2023. First of all, 8 to 14th November. That is the modification in GATE 2023 application. If suppose you want to modify something, write your name or any mistake, then that is the date from. This is a very important thing. Please go through your form. 8 to 14th November, right? Second, 3rd January 2023 onwards, availability of GATE admit cards for download, right? Now you can download the GATE admit card on 30th January and after that. And 4th and 5th and 11th and 12th Feb, that is the GATE 2023 examination. Now you countdown already started for GATE 2023 and these are the important dates for you. Now you have any question, then please put those questions on your my comments box. Okay. Right? चलिए देखते हैं जरा what are the approaches. First of all, what is the toppers marks and cutoff marks in GATE 2022? You have any idea? If no, then please you can take a screenshot of this. First of all, for civil engineering, then electrical engineering, then electronics and telecommunication engineering, and then for what? Mechanical engineering. What's the difference? That is the toppers marks, 97.36. And what is the cutoff marks? For general category, that is the cutoff marks is what? 30.4. Tell me what is the difference between these two? Very good evening, Chandrasekhar. Now, tell me what is the difference? More than 60 marks. It is visible, more than 60 marks. Second, electrical engineering, almost more than 60 marks. Now for, no doubt, in ESE, the paper was the lengthy, that's why the difference is less, but again, right, around 50 marks, then more than 50 marks. Then mechanical engineering, again, more than 60 marks, right, and that is the difference between the cutoff marks and general marks. Tell me, now we have to focus on cutoff marks or toppers marks? If suppose we are focusing on cutoff marks, then my dear friends, if suppose we are able to solve the questions from maths and question from aptitude and question from one general right subject, then we are able to get the cutoff marks. But only 18% students are, approximately 18% students are able to get what? Qualifying the GATE exam. That is what they are getting, only cutoff marks. Simply we have to change our focus. No need to focus on the cutoff marks. Focus on what? Toppers marks. Try to get this marks out of 100. Okay? But remember, sometimes paper may be easy, sometimes paper may be moderate, or sometimes paper may be very tough. Then during exam, you have to decide. If it is tough, then you have to maintain the accuracy. If it is easy, then we have to solve as much question as possible. And during exam, we have to decide what is the level of the paper. And yes, it is possible with practice. So that is the toppers marks and cutoff marks in GATE 2022. Now, second, that is in 2021, again, same picture. 95.56 for civil engineering was the cutoff marks, 29.2 only. Electrical engineering 85.33, here only 30.3. Electronics and telecommunication engineering 82 marks, and that is the 23. Find the difference, huge difference. Then mechanical engineering, again the difference is very, very high. So that is the information about the GATE 2021. Now for 2020 again, same thing. Okay, the difference. Toppers marks 90.77, 32.9, 87.33, 33.4, 82 and so on, 86.88 and 34. So on an average we can say the marks is above what, 80 or 85. Then try to get this marks. Is it possible? Yes. Yes, it is possible. How? Then simple approach. First of all, approach of solving a question. If we are solving, if normal student solving the question, what will be the approach? Simply, he will try the question one or twice or thrice and then directly go for what? Solution. Why? All solved question papers, everything available on market or available on what? Net, available in the form of what? PDF. Then we can download the solution. It will become very easy for us, right? So we are trying to solve some questions. If we are not able to solve that particular question, we are directly go for what? Solution, detailed solution, right? Sometimes we are simply copying the question and simply putting in what? Google, and we are getting the answer. But that is the wrong approach. Now, what should be the approach then? Never used to look for the solution just after the first failed attempt. That is the approach of what? Topper student. After failing for 2 to 3 times, again they will not go for the solution. Read the topic relevant to that particular question and then try to solve question again. After 2 to 3 times, then definitely you are going to you will be able to solve that particular questions. What is the benefit of this? Tell me in comments box. Then, right, definitely you will get the command over that particular topic. Second thing, second important approach, highlights the mistakes and conceptual error, right? So normally when we are reading the notes or when we are solving some questions, definitely we are doing some silly mistakes, some conceptual mistakes. So in normal case, we are just ignoring that. Okay, next time I will take care of that. But remember, you have to highlight those mistakes and go through the textbook, go through the notes, go through your detailed notes, short notes, and get the command over that mistakes. Okay, so that we can avoid next time. Conceptual error. If suppose we are doing some conceptual error again and again and again, then try to get the command over that particular concept. That is very, very important thing. So Akhil Telugu, how are you? Chandrasekhar, Parth, let me know that sound quality, picture quality, everything is fine. So please share the link of this session. Okay, and like the session. Okay then. So that is the important points. And suppose we are making some notes, then highlight the points. For example, that is written the definition of Ohm's law. Then these are the important points: electrical current, potential difference, right? In a particular statement, right, we have some keywords. So highlights those keywords. That is important. Okay. The next thing, solve good questions by more than one method. Let me know that everything is fine now. Again, there was some technical issue. Okay, I think now everything is fine. Okay then, to solve the good questions by more than one method. For example, if we have some numericals in network, then yes, it is possible to solve that particular network by nodal analysis or by mesh analysis or by what, superposition method or any other method. So try to solve that particular question by different methods. No doubt, at the same again and again when we are solving the question by different methods, we are going to get the same answer, but it will improve your numerical solving skill, it improve your concept to next level, and we can cross check the solution in GATE exam. Suppose we are confused with some method, then definitely we can cross check during that particular exams. Remember that during exams answers are not available. Okay, and we have to check, sometimes we have to check the questions that our approach is right or wrong. Then we have to solve that particular question by one or two method or any other methods. Then we can verify. Second, when we are solving the question by different methods, for example, method 1, method 2, method 3. Then, for example, in method 1, it will take around 5 minutes. In method 2, it will take around 4 minutes. Or in method 3, it will take around only 1 minute. In this way, we can get the short tricks. Yes, it is also the benefit of solving the question by more than one method. That is very important. Next important thing is what? Consistency. Right? So what is the normal approach? Some students highly motivated, then they will give what? More than 12 hours per day. Okay, highly motivated for one day. Next day, demotivated, they will give only 1 hour or 0 hours. Again, next day, 13 hours. Next day, 2 hours. That they are not maintaining the consistency. Then during exam, it will become very, very difficult for you. Right? During revision, again, it will become very difficult for you. Suppose you are able to give only 6 to 7 hours per day, but try to maintain that. Right? That consistency is important. Right? No need to go for what, more than 10 hours or 12 hours or 15 hours, and then next time, right, again we are jump to what, 1 hour, then next day again 13 hours, then next day 2 days. ये सब आपको परेशान कर देगा. Right? Try to avoid this type of practice. Try to maintain the consistency. Automatically you are going to get the good result, and that is the simple approach. Okay, so 6 to 7 hours, if you are able to give the 6 to 7 hours, more than sufficient. If you are comfortable with 8 hours, okay, no issue. If you are comfortable with the 10 hours, well and good, no problem. Right? It depends upon person to person or student to student. To try to maintain consistency, that is also important. Right? Next thing, now every time we are saying that make a proper schedule, make a proper study plan, right? No doubt, every student try to make what, proper study plan, they are making their timetable, proper schedule and so on. But how many students are able to follow that timetable, right? If suppose we are not following that timetable, then my dear friends, it will become very difficult. Suppose we are making some plan and we are not able to follow that particular schedule, then what is the use of that? Simply we are wasting our time, right? That is a very simple thing. Pratmesh Chauhan, very good evening. So that is a very simple thing. We are number of almost all students are making a proper plan and so on paper, but they are not following it. To try to follow the plan strictly. Okay. Now we have only 3 months or less than 3 months. Then make proper revision plan. Make proper plan to give what, quizzes. Number of students are trying to give the, they are already joined the test series, number of quizzes, but they are not attempting. Why? Because sir, revision तो हुआ ही नहीं है. टेस्ट सीरीज कब दे? एक टेस्ट सीरीज पेंडिंग, सेकंड टेस्ट सीरीज पेंडिंग, उसके बाद आप टेस्ट सीरीज ही नहीं दे रहे हैं, और इन द मंथ ऑफ जनवरी व्हाट विल हैपन? दे विल सिंपली क्विट द एग्जाम्स. मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा, बिकॉज वी आर नॉट फॉलोइंग द प्लान. We are not following this particular schedule, and that is the problem with the number of students, more than 80% students. Okay. So what about the competition, my dear friend? Actually, the competition is very less, right? Only 10 to 20% students are highly sincere. Otherwise, they are not taking this exam sincerely. They are making the proper plan, but they are not able to follow this plan. Okay. बनाने में टाइम लगता है. प्रथमेश, if question बनाने में टाइम लगता है, yes. If you are we are solving when previous year question, definitely it will initially it will take time, but after some time you will get the command over that topic. Okay, but remember, I'm giving you some important point regarding those question practice. Okay, that next point is very, very important for you. Next, rather than memorizing, try to comprehend. So question बनाने में time लगता है. Yes, that is the Ashok. Hello. So that is the solution for your question, my dear friends. First of all, don't try to mug up that particular question and don't try to mug up the concept. During exam, it will not help you. Okay, that is the first thing. Second thing, this is very, very important pyramid. What is the meaning of this? What about the GATE exam? Tell me. What about the GATE exam? It is a district level exam or a state level exam or what, national level exams, right? Tell me. It is not a district level exam. It is a national level exam. GATE, engineering services exam, ISRO, DRDO, right? The competition is too high and we have to follow the right approach to get the top rank in GATE exam, right? 50% only. Ashok, I will give the answer for that question. Okay, don't worry. Now simply try to understand. If it is a national level exam, then try to follow this pyramid. This is very, very important. High order thinking skill. How we can develop this? Remembering. Try to remember all the facts, all the formula. Try to remember all these things. Okay, all the important points. This is very, very important. But suppose we are getting, we are able to remember those formula and so on. But if we are not able to understand them, what is the use of those formula? Then again, second step, try to understand. Understanding is very, very important, right? What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that particular concept, right? What is that particular formula? If it is possible, then try to derive that particular formula. Okay, that is important. Then, okay, once you will get the command over that topic, you are able to understand that particular concept or particular formula, but if we are not able to apply those formula during solving the question, then what is the use again? Okay, that is the problem. Okay, try to apply those formula, right? Or how is it possible? When we are solving number of previous year questions, authentic questions, right? First of all, 15 to 20 years sufficient. One student asking that question, sir, Ravi, sir, last 20-year paper question practice is sufficient. Okay, then 1 minute, give me 1 minute. Right. Okay, that question is asked. To last 20 years question. So my dear friend, when we are solving 15 to 20 year paper, it is more than sufficient. Second thing, after giving the test series, after solving the previous year question, do proper analysis, right? If we are not analyzing the paper, we are not doing proper analysis, then no use. How we are going to get the what are our weaknesses, right? What are our strengths? How to apply the formula? That is the right approach to applying that particular concept or formula. If you want to get the idea about that, then proper analysis is important. Next point is what? Evaluation. Whether we are going to get the rank, yes or no, that is important. So some students, sir, my accuracy is only 50%. How you are getting idea about that, Ashok? Right? How you are getting the idea about that? In test series, my accuracy is 50% only. How I can improve? My dear friend, first of all, check the level of paper. If the level of paper is too high, normally in test series or that the level of the paper is too high. If suppose we are maintaining 50% accuracy, sometimes it is more than sufficient. If the level of the paper is moderate or easy, then we have to increase our accuracy and so on. Ashok, are you getting my point? It depends upon paper of test series. So normally we are designing very tough paper for test series, and that's why the students are not able to maintain what 50% accuracy. Okay, if suppose you are making some silly mistakes, then try to avoid those silly mistakes. So that is the question by Ashok. Okay. Next point, creating. So after all these steps, you will be able to create the questions also, or you can anticipate the question for GATE 2023. How the examiner will ask the question in what? GATE 2023. Yes, it is possible. We can anticipate the question. Okay, and that is the very important approach. Please follow these steps one by one. Now, that is very important thing. Keep away from all the distractions. So how many students watched the semi-final match, right? तो आज आपने सेमीफाइनल देखा होगा ना, तो बड़ा हर्ट हो गया होगा, आपको लगा होगा कि ये क्या हो गया सर, है ना? तो उससे ज़्यादा अब जो हो गया सो हो गया, वो भी प्रोफेशनल है, आप भी रहिए, राइट? तो प्लीज फोकस ऑन द एग्जाम, दैट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. All the social media, all the messages, everything, please keep away from all these distractions. और मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज व्हाट? नेगेटिव पर्सन. बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग अब मिलने वाले जो बोलेंगे यार गेट नहीं हो पाएगा, ये बहुत ही टफ एग्जाम है, इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू क्रैक गेट विद इन 3 months. ओके, तो उन सब को बाहर कर दीजिए और याद रखिए, अगर आप ये सिंपल स्ट्रैटेजी फॉलो कर रहे हैं, यू आर गोइंग टू गेट द गुड रैंक इन गेट 2023. 3 months मोर देन सफिशियंट, राइट? तो उनसे उनकी बातों में मत आइए. वो अब ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग अब आपको मिलेंगे. जैसे जैसे एग्जाम पास आता जाएगा आपको लोग मिलते जाएंगे, और अगर कहीं आप वीक हुए या आपको लगा राइट, तो वो बोलेंगे आप भी छोड़ के हमारे साथ आ जाएगी. तो दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. प्लीज ट्राई टू अवॉइड ऑल दोज पर्सन, ऑल दोज नेगेटिव थॉट्स. सेल्फ मोटिवेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड, राइट, फॉर लास्ट 3 months. To keep away from all the distractions. Okay, then again, which type of distraction? Sometimes we are reading number of notes and so on, content, some students are joining more than 2 or 3 test series. My dear friends, we have limited time. Then how is it possible to give the 2 or 3 or 4 test series? Not possible. Is it possible to solve the question more than what 20 years or 30 years? Not possible. Why? Because we have limited time. So please try to solve 15 to 20 years previous year question. Try to solve some important numericals from standard textbook and revise those formula, more than sufficient. Okay, that is important. मेरे friends here. Okay, 24 को देखिए, ये आ गया ना, ये आ गया. comments देखिए, that is the important comments. Yes, तो प्रथमेश, now that is the comments. Yes, ये बिल्कुल प्रैक्टिकल बात है. मैं अराउंड, मैंने बोला ना, only 20% or less than 20% students are going to give the GATE exam sincerely, and that's why, that is the reason, only 18%, approximately 18% students are able to qualify in the GATE exam, right? Qualify. What about the qualifying marks? Already I have given the cutoff marks, nearly 30 marks. So only 18% students are getting the marks more than what? 30 out of 100. And that is the reason. Okay, and we have to focus on what? Marks of toppers only. That is important thing. Now, use quick revision method. This chart is visible to you, everyone. What is the quick revision method? That is very important. When we are making the short notes, this will help you. Please go through this. What is this? Now, my dear friends, suppose when we are making the notes, right, if we are making very simple notes, then during revision it will not help you. So what should be the approach? Very simple approach, right? First of all, make a proper image in your mind. That is our concept, right? Make a proper get the command over that, and then try to make what? Short notes of that. That is important. Second thing, once you have the image of that, I want to make this, right? Then you can use what? Number of colors for that. Why? When we are using the different types of colors or highlighters or pencils and so on, then we can highlight the similar ideas, we can separate out the ideas, or we can make it what? More interesting. That is important. Second important thing, sometimes students want to download the PDF only, right? They are using the gadgets and they are downloading the PDFs. But my dear friends, hand notes will help you. So try to make your own short notes. Try to make your own short notes. It is very easy to download the PDF or download the PDF of related to what? Short notes in one click. But during exam, it will not help you remember that. You have to make your own short notes. That is important. Second, use of proper paper, right? Then that notes should be in what? Comics style. Make proper figure. Okay, it should be in comics style. If suppose we are writing the number of paragraphs or derivations and so on, then it is not very easy to revise all these things during exam. If it is in a comics style, then it will become very interesting as well as very easy. So that is given, one pizza is equal to what? 1000 words. You can write a story on that. So this type of shortcuts you can use here. Okay guys, that is important. So last thing, and that is the approach of what? All the topper students. Now you have any doubts, then you can ask. Okay guys. Okay, so last final conclusion. Now we have around 3 months. Okay, one student asked how many questions the previous year, last 15 years. If it is possible, then 20 years. More than sufficient. Second, you can, for some questions, you can go through the standard textbooks. Try to solve questions, good questions, conceptual questions with 1 or 2 or 3 different methods. And use your solution as a last resource. Solution as a last resource means we have the books, previous year questions, solved papers, right, and solved examples and so on. To go through that particular question, try to solve that question, and then finally at the last go through what? Solution. That will definitely help you. Make proper plan, but more important, try to follow this particular plan and schedule, and try to maintain what? Consistency. That is more important. And most important thing is what? Focus on toppers marks, not on cutoff. Okay. If you have any doubts, then yes, you can ask. Otherwise, okay then. Thank you for attending the session. Thank you very much. You are on BYJU'S Exam Prep. Like the session, subscribe our channel and share the link of this session. Thank you and good night.